Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Miss Mary's live story time. My name is Miss Mary, and I have some great stories for you today. No theme this week. I thought it would just be fun to share some stories that I've found this week that are new to me. Well, I mean, I've read them, but they're new to me. I've never read them before this week. So, but I just fell in love with them. I think they're beautiful stories, and I'm just excited to share them with you today. I hope everybody is having a great week so far and is hopefully going to enjoy the weather today. It's really pretty outside, so maybe after story time you can go for a walk or just play in the backyard or something like that. So, hi Margie, hi Sammy. Welcome to story time. I'm going to do one quick thing before I begin. I just wanted to share it to my Miss Mary the Librarian page, so hopefully people get a notification that I'm live. But it looks like we have some people joining. Please leave a comment, and I will give you a shout out and just say hello. So don't be shy. Give a comment, and also I had a question for everyone. Oh, yes. But I will ask it towards the end. So let's get started with our first book. This one is called Saturday, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not positive how to pronounce the author's name. If it's Oji Mora or Ohe, so I will have to look that up. But this is such a beautiful story, and I hope you enjoy it. This morning, Ava and her mother were all smiles. It was Saturday. Because Ava's mother worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday was the day they cherished. On Saturdays, they zipped to the library for weekly story time. On Saturdays, they lounged in salon chairs and got new hairdos. On Saturdays, they picnicked in the grass for a peaceful afternoon at the park. And on this Saturday, they would also ride the bus across town for a one-night-only puppet show. Oh my goodness, this does sound like a fun day, right? The day would be special. The day would be splendid. The day was Saturday. Ava and her mother could hardly wait. So, zoom, off they went. But when they reached the library, story time was canceled that week. Oh no, cried Ava. It's canceled, wailed Ava's mother. They paused, closed their eyes, and let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is Saturday. So, zoom, off they went. Okay, they're at the salon, but as they left the salon, oh no, whoosh! Their hairdos were ruined. Oh no, Ava sobbed. Our do's, boo-hooed Ava's mother. They paused, closed their eyes, and let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is Saturday. So, zoom, off they went. But their peaceful afternoon at the park was loud. Oh no, Ava groaned. What did you say? It's too noisy, yelled her mother. They're just not having any luck. They paused, closed their eyes, and took a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today will be ruined if we miss that bus. So, zoom! To the extra special one-night only puppet show they went. Okay. We made it, Ava exclaimed as they arrived at the theater. Thank goodness, Ava's mother sighed in relief. Hooray for Saturday, they cheered. Tickets, chirped the lady at the door. Ava's mother reached into her purse. But the tickets weren't there. Oh no, Ava's mother gasped. I left our tickets on the table. As Ava watched, her mother crumpled. I've had it, she sighed. Storytime was canceled. Our hair was ruined. The park was loud. And now we're missing the puppet show. I'm so sorry, Ava. We looked forward to this all week and I've messed everything up. I ruined Saturday. Ava was quiet for a moment. Then she closed her eyes and let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Mommy, Ava reassured her. Today was special. Today was splendid. Saturdays are wonderful because I spend them with you. So, slowly, hand in hand, off they went. When they reached their apartment door, Ava turned to her mother. She had an idea. What if Ava started, you know we could, her mother began. So they did. They made their own puppet show at home. What a beautiful day. So I just loved that story because it shows that sometimes things don't go our way. Things may get messy. Things may not be as planned, but you can still have a beautiful day if you're with someone special. And Ava was with someone special. She was with her mommy. So that's really all it took for her to have a good day. So I hope you enjoyed Saturday. And this one, I think, is important for adults as well as children. Again, welcome to Miss Mary's live story time. Please say hello in the comments if you're here. I'd love to hear from you so I can give you a shout out. And so again, this story is again very good for both children and adults. A little bit of a story about time management. And what that means is understanding that we can't always do everything we want to do. So we do the most important things. So, you do your homework. You make sure you're eating dinner. You make sure that you're spending time with your family. Those are the things that are really, really important. And sometimes other things you may not get a chance to do in the day. There's always another day to do those things. So this is the story called So Few of Me by Peter Reynolds. And you may remember that I've read a couple of books by Peter Reynolds before. I just really love his illustrations and his stories. So I hope you enjoy So Few of Me. Leo was a busy lad. No matter how hard he worked, there was always more to do. Maybe making a list would help. I think that to-do lists are very helpful. What about you? Leo's list of things to do grew and grew. So few of me and so much to do. If only there were 2 of me. Just then, there was a knock at the door. Wonder who it is. Leo opened the door and blinked and rubbed his eyes. It was another him. The new Leo grabbed the list and said, 2 of us will get it done. He was helpful, but found even more to do. A third Leo joined the 2. How about 4? 4 makes a fantastic team, but maybe a 5th would be even better. Still not enough. A 6th came in to help organize the lot. After meeting for hours, they decided they needed a 7th. With 7 Leos, there was 7 times as much work. Leo sighed and said, "We'll need 8 just to catch our breath." The 8 Leos worked furiously. Maybe 9 Leos would get it done. No, add 1 more to make 10, each one busier than the next. Leo, 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 and Leo paused to review their list. Back to work, 9 Leos shouted. No time to stop, no time to rest. But Leo himself was exhausted. He slipped away to take a nap. Leo awoke to 9 other Leos staring at him. What were you doing? They demanded. I was dreaming, Leo said softly. Dreaming was not on the list, they roared. Leo smiled, still savoring his dream. The Leos disappeared, one by one. Leo wondered, what if I did less, but did my best? Then 1 Leo is all I need. Just me, just one, with time to dream. Okay, so that is the story of So Few of Me. So I know we've all said it before that, if we could just have more than one of us, right? And we would be able to get things done. But I think that just means that we'll end up having more work and some more stress. So I think that book is a great message for both children and parents that you can't always do everything and you have to save some time to relax and to dream and to rest. So I see a comment. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Luna. Welcome to Storytime. So I loved that story. Just thought it was great. Let's see. This one I found earlier this week, and it may not be the right season for this book, but I didn't care because I think it's just really pretty. So it's called Bloom by Deborah Diesen. Do you remember when we planted those flower bulbs together? One of us dug the holes while the other laughed at the bulbs' funny shapes and crinkly skins. Together we dropped the bulbs one by one into their growing spots. We held clumps of dirt in our palms and mashed them up just to feel the rhythm of the bumpy soil in our hands. We covered the holes with dirt. We spread the dirt evenly. The wind made the tree leaves dance, and one of us chased a beautiful orange leaf all across the yard. The other one watched, and then joined in too, running through the rays of warm sunshine. When we looked at the garden we'd planted and thought about those bulbs, both of us secretly wondered how something so small could ever possibly grow big and tall, could ever possibly bloom. That's true. When something is so little, it's hard to imagine that it's going to grow into something, right? But the truth is we're all growing into something. In all the time that's passed since then, the doors we've walked through, the celebrations, the big trip we took, and even the time that we cried. So much has happened that I'd almost forgotten about the garden we planted. But the bulbs did not forget. Their roots pushed deep, their stems grew strong. They heard the call of the sun. They decided how to answer. They grew steadily, surely, day by day, each day a little bit bigger, stronger, as certain as love. And now from those tiny little bulbs, the one that we planted together so long ago, just look at what has grown. Wow, all of those bulbs became beautiful flowers. Wow. I just love that story. Again, you plant a garden and sometimes you do forget because the seasons pass before you see it growing into what you grew, the flowers or the vegetables or the fruit that you grew. So it takes time for a garden to grow, and sometimes we can forget. But what a beautiful ending with all of the beautiful flowers that grew. Okay. Whoops, sorry. Accidentally touched my computer. This next story, I just wanted to welcome anybody who may be joining in. As a reminder, as always, if you have missed the first 3 stories or came in late or want to hear a story again, there is always a replay video that posts as soon as I end the live video. So fear not, you will catch up on all the stories that you may have missed. So this is another story about celebrating you-ness. Okay, so that means celebrating you and celebrating what makes you special and what makes you unique and what makes you you. So this is called Hooray for You, a Celebration of You-ness by Marianne Richmond. For quite a long time, the world saved a place. Millions were born, yet none filled your space. Until the second of a minute of one special day, you took your first breath and the world said, "Hooray!" Perfectly timed, not 1 minute more, you suddenly were what you were not before. But planning preceded your earthly debut as all was completed in the you-ness of you. You-ness, you asked, quite hard to describe. It's your style of being, your rhythm or vibe. It's the grand sum of you that sets you apart, your body and brains plus your spirit and heart. Okay, you might think, but I'm not sure I see why the big fuss and hooray about me. Then get set to enjoy the big celebration of the you-ness of you, a remarkable creation. Isn't it something that your wonderful face is not like another in the whole human race? Your smile, for starters, curves up just so when you laugh and act silly or tell jokes that you know. The body you live in can jump, dance, and play with custom-built parts to move your own way. Enjoy your hair. Even your hair, be it black, brown, or red, does its own thing on top of your head. And your certain good looks are just one teensy part of the you-ness galore of your mind and your heart. This is the essence of what you're about, the true who of you. within and without, and throughout, I'm sorry. For instance, the way your brain likes to think. It just happens, you say, like a sneeze or a blink. Automatic for sure, but predictable not, for no other has your process of thought. You think big ideas and original schemes, your wide-eyed wishes are your dreamiest dreams. And your feelings deep down are colorful creations, a kaleidoscope of moods and emotional sensations. Who else can know your kind of glad, silly, excited, grumpy, or sad? There are foods you find yummy, a favorite color or two, things you don't like, but more that you do. And the cool thing that's true is how you can grow when there's thinking to change or new stuff to know. You're perfect as you, but my friend, you will see days when delighted is not what you'll be. You might even think, I'd sure wish to be like him, her, or them, any person but me. Then stop that at once. Put gloom on the shelf, say goodbye, doubt, and hooray, self. If people compare you with another, like a mother or sister or uncle or brother, to them you can say for certain indeed, I'm completely for sure, me, guaranteed. Whoop. Yes, from head to toe tip, you're truly original, a creation in progress, a distinct individual. Look the world over and you'll never find a duplicate of Eunice that's your one of a kind. On the day you were born, the world grew by one, life with big purpose and much to be done. Look in the mirror, love who you see, stand tall, smile big, shout, hooray for me. Okay. So I'd like everybody to do that today. Look in the mirror and say, hooray for me. Okay? So I have one more story to share with you today. And I loved every book that I read this week, but this was by far and away my favorite find of the week. I just think it's a beautiful story, very heartfelt, just very special. So I hope you all enjoy it too. This is called Here and Now by Julia Denos. Okay, so Here and Now. I'm trying to make so you can't see the glare. There we go. Just a beautiful cover too. Right here, right now, you are reading this book. The book is in your lap, or in your hands, or in someone else's. Right? It's in my hands, but we're sharing it. Huh? You are sitting, or you are standing, or you are wrapped up in a bed. And look, the child is reading that book, this book. Under your bum, under your feet is a seat, a floor, or a cloud if you're on an airplane. And under all of those things is the earth, the grass and the dirt, the earthworms and the fossils, the rocks. And the earth is spinning in the middle of space. We don't know why, but it is. And you are too. Right here, right now, while you are reading this book, many, many things are happening. Rain is forming in the belly of a cloud. An ant has finished its home on the other side of the planet. Somewhere, a telephone is ringing. An idea is blooming. Grass is pushing up through cement. A friend you haven't met yet is sitting down to dinner. There are animals, wild ones and tame, living and breathing all around you. Muscles are growing. Babies are growing. Cuts and broken bones are sewing up and healing. Unseen work is being done. Right here, right now, you are becoming. Isn't it wonderful? That is the story of Here and Now. And I just thought that was such a beautiful story, beautiful illustrations, beautiful way to think, that you are becoming. You know, you're growing and you're learning and you're becoming who you're going to be. So I just love that story. And my question for you, I didn't forget, my question for you is, someone mentioned to me today that it would be a cool idea for me to compile a list of every book that I've read so far in live story time since we began in March. I can believe we began in March. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea, and I would be happy to compile that list. I have all of my Storytime videos are up on the Patchogue-Medford Library's YouTube channel, so I have an easy time of just going back, because I'm not going to remember, to be honest, what I read back in March and April, or May. But I have an easy way of going back and just like scanning through those videos and seeing what I read on those days. And if you would like me to make a list of all of the books that I shared at those story times, I would be happy to do so. If there were any in particular that you liked, maybe that list could be helpful to you to be able to check out and read again. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, and I would be glad to do that for you. Oh, yes, Jenny, I keep forgetting Kermit. I have to bring him next week. I will remember, I promise. 7 years old. Happy birthday, Luna. Oh my goodness, 7. I remember when she was just a baby and like a year old. Oh my gosh. Wow, Jenny, congratulations and happy birthday, Luna. Oh, wow, that makes me feel a little bit old too. And oh, Sammy, I'm so glad you liked Here and Now. That, again, was my favorite book of the week, for sure. I am so glad that you came to Storytime today and enjoyed the stories that I shared. Please, again, let me know if that list sounds good to you, and I will happily start working on it. Might start working on it anyway, just in case. Anyway, have a great rest of your week. Have a good time at school if you're going to school. And I will see you next week with brand new stories. And yeah, just brand new stories. So have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. Stop to pause. Remember that you don't have to do everything that you want to do in a day. It's okay to save some things for the next day. Remember that you're growing and you're learning and you're becoming who you are. And remember to go look in a mirror and celebrate being you. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you next week with more stories. Bye, everyone.